Hello, it's Councillor Shaun Davies, leader of Telford Wrekin Council, and this is my weekly update. Some really good news this week on the vaccinations and testing front. This week we saw AFC Telford United working with Wellington Pharmacy to open another vaccination site here in Telford and Wrekin. In terms of testing, it's now easier to get a test with the rapid flow test in Madeley, the Anside Centre, and also Newport also offering the rapid test. This is good news, and if in doubt, please do get a test. We have a huge testing capacity here in Telford Wrekin, thanks to the work of the council. So please do go and get a test so we can find out where the virus is and break the transmission. This week, we've also written to the Education Secretary following concerns by early years providers that they are not being treated equally by the government in terms of the home testing that is available. We've raised our concerns with the Education Secretary and asked that all settings receive the same type of access to home testing as primary school teachers. I know from speaking to many parents and also teachers that learning is quite different at the moment because many people are learning remotely, and the availability of laptops is a big issue. Unfortunately, the ones that the government promised have been under-delivered, and that's why we stepped in earlier this year to provide hundreds of laptops to our schools. But there still is an issue with many children just not being able to access a laptop or an online device. And that's why we've launched our new campaign for you to donate your old laptops and devices. They don't need to be in working order. They simply need to be able to be intact, and the guidelines are on this website. Please do contact us if you've got a device to hand over. We'll come and collect it from you, and then we'll trade that in against a brand new laptop for a Telford child. Let's all work together to try and try to ensure that all of our children here in Telford Wrekin can access high quality online learning from our schools. This week also marks the Race Equality Week, the first such week where employers are encouraged to look at themselves to ensure they are addressing issues of race inequality. In Telford Wrekin, as a council, as an employer, we pride ourselves in terms of being an equal opportunity employer and ensuring that we've set that lead. Unfortunately, the ugliness of racism still presents itself from time to time, particularly on social media. And I want to send a very clear message that we have a zero tolerance approach to racism here at Telford Wrekin Council. And I'm sure I speak on behalf of the vast majority of our residents here in Telford Wrekin that racism has no place here in our borough. February also marks LGBT History Month across the world. And I'm absolutely delighted as a council and as a borough of the contribution the LGBT community makes to us all. It's a real opportunity for us to be highlighting LGBT history and the fantastic contribution the community makes across the world. And finally, I have to mention the legend that is Captain Sir Tom Moore, who of course lost his life this week. As a council, we lowered our flags in his memory, and this weekend we will be lighting Southwater One blue in recognition of the work that he did to support our National Health Service. The money raised by him nationally helped our Princess Royal Hospital here in Telford Wrekin. On behalf of all of Telford Wrekin, we pay tribute to his efforts and his service to this country throughout his life. That's it from this week. Stay safe and be kind.